Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in my last video we have seen the basic concept, what is hashing all about. So in my today's video we will see what all the basic terminologies we use in hashing, what all the types of hashing methods we have, and how those methods work. All that we will see in our today's video. So now now let me say what are the basic terminologies we use in um, hash hashing. So first terminology what we use here is like the key. As I said in my previous video, I have told you each student will have a unique number, right? So unique roll number, that is the hash value. So as I said here, hash value is a special value which serves as a index for a data item. Now we would have gone to some places, right? We would have gone to some places and we used to place our luggages in a locker, and we will be given a key. Okay, so or a number, right? A number. So when we want to take our luggage from that place again, we can use that number, and we can show that number and correspond to, they will have a number similar to that. With that number we can go and open the locker. So that is what hash value is all about. So hash value is a special value, serves as index for a data item, and it will also indicate where the data item is stored in the hash table. And uh, how do you get that hash value? So that hash value is generated using something called as hash function. What that hash function will do is, it will convert each key into an index. Okay, so that is what hash key value is all about. Now let's see what is hash function. So hash function is nothing but you have a key. With that key, it will be converted. You will convert that key into an index so that you can easily access any data stored from the array. Now, for example, if you see here, you have a plain text and you are giving that plain text to some function, and you will generate one what you will generate some value. Okay, so that value will be stored in the database. Like it could be, if you see here in my picture, you can see some certain pictures here. So these are all the certain values which are generated, and those values are stored in the database like this. And again, if you apply that hash function to the generated key which is stored, you can get the original plain text. This is how hash function works. Now I'll explain in a very simple way how this hash function works. Okay, for example, if you have a key, let me take it as, let it be like a 45, a number 45. Now, and you have a table, array of table. Now we are going to see how this hash function is used to store the data in that table. Now you have a table of size, let's take 10. Okay, you have a table of size 10, which means you can store only 10 data, and you have a key where you have to store that key into that you have a value that has to be stored in the table. How are we going to do this? Now we are going to use a function. So that function, that is hash of that key, what is h of 45 is equal to. Now what is the key? We use one method. Okay, there are different types of methods. I'm going to use one division method. Okay, or you call it as a modular method. Now h of k is equal to k mod table size. Okay, so what is your k now? K is 45, mod table size is 10. So 45 mod 10, what will be the remainder? 10 9 times 45. Yes, so the index is remainder is 5. So in the array at the index 5, you can store this, what, the key value 45. Now you got the place or the location in the hash table where you can store the what, key value. So this is how a hash function works. So there are different types of methods where you can where you can apply this hash function and generate keys. Okay, so one method which I taught you is this division method. This is how a hash function works. So there are also different methods. See, hash key generation methods. Now I told you what is division method. The next method is mid square method. So in mid square method, what you'll have to do is you will square the key and extract the middle digits. Okay, you will square the key and extract only the middle digits. And the next one is truncation method. So let me see. Okay, so now the truncation method is a method where from the word itself you can see, you from the key you will choose only a selected portion of the key. It could be digits or some alphabets or anything like that. So that you will use it as a key and you will apply it to the hash function and then generate the location where you have to store. And then as random key generation method, you will have a number of keys. From that number of keys you can select any one key as your you will have a number of keys, and from that you can select any one value as a key value, and then you can apply hash function to store the data. So these are all the different hash key generation methods. Now in my next video we will see the different collision resistant methods which are used in which are used in hashing. So thank you for watching.